Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. We have already started here. It's a good ball out wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Thuram. Fofana. That's a cute ball. Can he get onto this?
That's just playing it safe and simple. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, easy pickings there. That has been cut short. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward-thinking for a centre-back. I really like the way he's proactive in everything he does, often stepping out of that defensive line and pressing people much further up the pitch. It's risky business, but he can handle it.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That has not gone well. Oh, that's well spotted. Conte just eases him off the ball. Looking for a runner. Dink through. Olise. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Tchouaméni. Look at the space here. And the pass is intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, what a ball! And for a moment, time stood still. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries the cut back. That is a brilliant interception. Guendouzi. He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Guendouzi. Skims one in. Rabiot. For Olise. And the through ball. This looks promising. He's got away. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Thuram. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rabiot. And it's Conte. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Guendouzi. Dembele. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. That's going to go a long way. Saliba. Hernandez. Now it's Barcola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Might be... And the shot! Goal! France! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Nicely shaped ball. Barcola. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Dembele. And they can counter here. No, again, there's no way through. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Barcola. Barcola! Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he shoots! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And he's done it! Oh, terrible pass. Oh, he's burst through. It's Dembele! Conte. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, well measured. And he's managed to get free. This time, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell, then... And it's half-time here. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a seguire le indicazioni delle forze dell'ordine visualizzate a breve sul maxi schermo. Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 19.
Underway again.
Lascia il campo per il
France decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. And that's definitely not his best. Spread neatly. Oh, super ball. He's had a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. And here's Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Hernandez. France do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Barcola. Hernandez. Rabiot. Dembele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's clever. Oh no, this does not look good. Lofted in. He rises! Final touch was poor. Rabiot. Now Barcola. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Fofana. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for the run. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Barcola gets into a good position. Hernandez picks it up out wide.
L'affluenza di
No way through there.
80.607 spettatori.
Rabiot. And here's Kante. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 26.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 25, il numero 15. Cambio di giocatore.
Great work on the overlap.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
France have the chance to go the other way. Looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is good alertness. Now it's Olise. He's on it, can he get away? Turan. And the shot! He scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And he's cut it out. Mbappe, searching pass he's played there. Pavard is there to clear. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Koundé. And that pass just didn't quite work.
France are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hernandez, at his creative best, he set up 2 goals. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked out the run. Picked out brilliantly. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now, he's got space here. Tchouaméni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Tchouaméni did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Brought out the best in the keeper. Corner number 2 then. Tchouaméni gets it away. That's the throw. And he whips it in. That has been knocked clear. No way through, so back it comes. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's Rabiot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Camavinga has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Dembele. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Good play on the left-hand side here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Hernandez. Chouameni takes the shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Chouameni brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
France still without a single shot on target. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Chouameni. Rabiot. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, what a shot! Goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. Ah, he'd have done well to reach that. Hernandez gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Thuram. Camavinga. Oh, that's... And the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Numero 7.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Thuram, and he's certainly onside here. Flings in across. Conte. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Kante. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a promising position. He's cut it out. That's a good ball out wide. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rabiot. Hernandez. Mbappe. And it's Chouameni. Mbappe powering forward here. Olise threads one in. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured. Standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Out of play for a goal kick. Hernandez. Up towards the front line. Now that's well seen too.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Rabiot.
Pretty robust defending.
Camavinga. Conte. Now it's Dembele. Dembele charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Some good work on the right flank here. Kante going full steam down the flank. And that's been drilled in. Rabiot. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Signore e signori, chiunque abbia parcheggiato l'auto sulla strada all'esterno dello stadio è pregato di rimuoverla. Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6, numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 24.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. And here's Thuram. He's picked his way through. And he's intervened well there. Rabiot, that has been slung wide. And it's Conte, and he's had it nicked away. France can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. France do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
It's a searching pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Conte, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rabiot. Now Mbappe. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so...
Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Doué actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Thuram wins the duel this time. And that's definitely not his best. Now, he's got space here.
80.953 spettatori.
Oh, it's Dembele. Doué. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Could move up a gear here. And it's Conte. France finding their passes. Thuram has been caught there, it's a foul. He's on it, can he get away?
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Now it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Drilled in low. Upamecano clears it away. Mbappe! Oh, denied! Brilliant! brilliantly.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Looking for options for movement. Delivered across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. France are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's Dembele. Doué tries to pass it through. Here comes the decent chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 12. Il numero 19.
Nicely weighted ball.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Tries to play it, and a chance! France still have the cards to affect this game. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. This looks promising. Doué. It's run loose here. It's a pretty loose pass.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Guendouzi. Cleared without complication. And he's only too happy to take that back. Elise. And he plays one through. He's found the great chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. France have themselves a chance from the spot, dealing with the pressure. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment.
Looking for the run. Now it's Guendouzi. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nice touch. Delivers with whip. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Knocks it into space. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Mbappe. It's gone out for a throw-in. And there goes the final whistle. France have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stage.
Shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nicely intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Knocks it into space. Mbappe! A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He can run onto that.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Might want to be careful there.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Conte. And that has not gone well. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Saliba. So it is still 0-0. Nicely spread. Now it's Olise. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rabiot engages and forces him off the ball. That's an imaginative pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe, played out to the right. Conte. And it's Tchouaméni. Camavinga tries to pass it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's shifting through the gears here. Swept in. He can get that clear. That has been slung wide. And that was very necessary. Hernandez. Dembele goes steaming forward. That's a shade optimistic.
Dembele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Tries to play it through. That's been charged for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That's really well manoeuvred. Rabiot. Hernandez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Conte. And here's Elise. Great vision. Mbappe. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Elise. Half-time getting close now. And it's Conte. Tchouaméni. Oh, nice one too. Very nice. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Upamecano. Conte. Good take, and is he in? And that has been cleared. Rabiot. Now it's Elise. Konate gets it clear. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he get onto this? Conte. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was... Mbappe! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And it's Hernandez. France still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Rabiot. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
France choosing to make the first change. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Looking for options for movement. Look at the space here. Skillfully cut out. He's had a shot!
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. That's very neat. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rabiot puts his foot on the gas. And here's Kante. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Saliba. Kante carries the ball down the right, looking for the run.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Nice control. That is Kante. Rabiot. Shapes to shoot! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Koundé. Some resolute defending there. Conte, and he's worked it through. Great ball, and he's in here. And the finish!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he cuts out the supply. And he's in on goal. It's Rabiot! That's brilliant from Rabiot! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
France really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. In by Conte. And that has been clubbed away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now the ball's gone astray, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe finds himself offside. Can he get on the end of this? Hernandez.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 25.
Due.
Numero 10.
Saliba.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 19. Il numero 24.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here.
4 minuti di recupero.
And Koundé. That is a crunching tackle. Koundé. Now it's Doué. It's a pretty loose pass. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
France certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter part...
Decent chance! Conte, played into space, think through, Maignan gets it away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a searching pass. Conte. Oh, it's Dembele.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that's a good ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Camavinga. Searching pass he's played there. Played into space out wide. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. Olise. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Thuram. Now he's got space here. Great ball if he can get there. And he's onside. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Camavinga with the cross. Maignan deals with that nice and simple.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Still goalless at the moment. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Conte. And here's the chance to counter.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And the pass is intercepted. Tchouaméni, and it's Rabiot. Now it's Dembele. And he's in on goal! Mbappe, Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. Hernandez. Aimed beyond the defence. Not the most accurate pass. Hernandez. Hernandez going full tilt down the left. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. Upamecano. Oh, The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Distributed tidily. And the return pass. Conte. Chouameni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Chouameni. To Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Olise! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Now it's Turan. That's an imaginative pass. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 8. Viene sostituito con il numero 26.
There's the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. A probing pass. Can he get onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Hernandez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Upamecano has got himself a free kick. Dembele did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. It's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
That's a throw. Tchouameni. France still have the cards to affect this game. Here's Tchouameni. And here's Kante. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. He has a look out. That's very neat. Real chance! Great effort, but no way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
He's got tall. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Mbappe. Elise. He's had it taken off him. Kante gets into some space. Showing great feet there. Conte delivers the ball. Back in, chance! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
"75 minutes played. Camavinga.
They've got to make this nice and quick. France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
No, that's been intercepted. That is Conte. Elise providing an outlet on that flank. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mbappe gets flagged offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 6, numero 25. Lasciano il campo per il numero 24.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Can he finish? He scores! Finally the breakthrough.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have our breakthrough.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
That has ended up in no man's land. Neatly clipped into space. Defending of the desperate variety. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Guendouzi. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Guendouzi. Doué.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Guendouzi. This looks promising. He steps in, and that's the end of that. There's the delivery. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
This was a fantastic display, Peter, of expansive football. They stretched their opponents at every given opportunity, and they ran them ragged. It was all highly impressive. And if that wasn't hard enough for the opposition, the link-up play was outstanding too.